provided by Betts Plumbing and Heating Supply Company, an independent, family-owned wholesaler serving Westfield for over 50 years, specializing in plumbing, heating, and industrial piping supplies. On the web at bettsplumbing.com or at 14 Coleman Avenue in Westfield. Community programming of WSKB is provided by the Dunkin' Donuts shops in Westfield and the Sardinia family. It's nice to know that even as the world changes, Dunkin' Coffee remains the same at 7 convenient locations throughout Westfield.
.5 WSKB.
Lost like a road that you travel on, when it's one day here and the next day gone. Sometimes you bend, sometimes you stand, sometimes you turn your back to the wind.
There's a world outside every dark and dark, where blues don't haunt you anymore, where the brave are free and love is soar. Come ride with me to the distant shore. We won't hesitate to break down the garden gate. There's not much time left today. Yeah. Life is a highway. I won't ride it all night long. If you're going my way, I won't drive it all night long. Through all these cities and all these towns, it's in my blood and it's all around.
I loved you now like I loved you then.
This is the road and these are the hands.
From Mozambique to those Memphis nights, to the Congress past to Vancouver's lights.
Knock me down, back up again.
You're in my blood, I'm not a lonely man.
There's no road I can hold. The road's so rough, this I know. I'll be there when the light comes in. Tell them we're survivors. Life is a highway. I won't ride it all night long. If you're going my way, I won't drive it all night long. There was a distance between you and I, a misunderstanding once, but now we look you in the eye. There's no road I can hold, the road's so rough, this I know. I'll be there when the light comes in, tell them we're survivors. Life is a highway, I won't ride it all night long. If you're going my way, I wanna drive it all night long. Gimme, 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 yeah, life is a highway, I won't ride it all night long. If you're going my way, I wanna drive it all night long. Gimme, 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 yeah.
Hey, there we are.
Oh, I think.
Whoops.
Welcome to Superintendent Spotlight, and I almost said it in the last hour because it's such a habit. Superintendent Spotlight.
Oh, well.
Yeah, but it was Tiger Talk. But we had a great
Close.
kid on. His name was Alejandro.
Yeah. How'd he do?
He did pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Talked about his mentor, who was a nice, who did a, she does. A good
Oh,
job,
she
too.
does an amazing job.
She does. So.
They're.
It's a good things happening at Westfield Tech Academy.
Oh, definitely.
Including they're open for lunch today. So
Why did I know you were going to go right there?
Well, because I'm hungry.
That's right.
Tiger's Pride restaurant is open today from 10:45 to 12:15. And they only take cash or checks, just so you know, folks. But today's soups, beef, vegetable, barley, or chipotle chicken chowder, which I heard is outstanding.
That sounds amazing.
Well,
Chipotle chicken chowder.
If you're having lunch, get it early because I heard it might sell out. It's
bet.
selling really good. And Mr. Daly said it was delicious. Grilled balsamic chicken salad, which also sounds good. Marinated grilled chicken breast soaked over a bed of greens with garden vegetables, feta cheese, and a choice of dressing. And they make their own dressings here, too, you know.
They sure do.
The entrees today, creamy Tuscan chicken and pasta saute. Sauteed chicken breast with garlic, bacon, tomatoes, spinach, and spaghetti, finished with a touch of cream and Parmesan cheese. Or you can have pan-seared honey and soy salmon, served over sauteed spinach and bok choy with a side of jasmine rice. That's like fancy stuff, huh?
Yeah, it sure is.
And it sounds pretty good.
It does.
But I know what I'm getting, and it's a sandwich special today. It is a pulled pork quesadilla.
See, that sounds great.
That sounds terrific.
Yeah, it does.
Slow cooked pulled pork with caramelized onions and cheddar cheese melted between
Oh, yeah.
flour tortillas, served with a side of sour cream and homemade guacamole.
That'll do it.
Yep,
Definitely, definitely.
that's mine. What are you having?
I don't know. I was gonna go salad and a sandwich, but that chicken sounded really good.
Doesn't it sound good? Yeah. And
Sure
so,
does.
what's awesome today at Tiger's Pride is that the Westfield High School Show Choir will also be performing on stage for our guests. So we're really excited.
That's
about that.
great, too.
And they are our guests in the studio today. So that is another awesome thing to happen. And I just want to, so we're going to have some breaks. I'll just do a quick rundown of the show today. We're going to play 4 songs and you have to guess the year. You've done this before. These guys are better than you are, Mr. Rogers. I'm just saying.
Well, if the year is anything, if it's after 2000, like 3 or 4, then yeah, they should be.
Yeah, you're in trouble.
Yeah, we're in a lot of trouble.
I would not know this if I didn't look it up, but today's also National Meatball Day. So at the end of the show, we're going to have some meatballs brought to us. We're going to talk to the culinary arts students who made them and rolled them and talk all about it, and then we get to sample some. So,
No argument there.
I mean, meatballs at 9:45 in the morning. You know, it's breakfast. It's
Listen,
okay.
we
It's the
put
new breakfast.
we put down a double cheeseburger at 9:45
We did.
in the morning once, so we can do a meatball.
And I just, Ava Cree last week, you missed it. She made a banana cream pie that was probably, Mrs. Darty said the best cream pie she's ever
Well,
had.
and
I
banana
have to
cream is
concur.
one of my favorite pies too.
You
Pumpkin, banana cream, apple, blueberry.
They did a homemade crust.
No, that's delicious.
But you just taste the difference. Do you make pies?
Yes.
Do you do homemade crust?
No.
No pressure.
No.
No pressure.
No pressure. But I do make a great pineapple cream pie.
Really?
Yes.
I like pineapple cream pies.
I'll have to make you one.
Okay.
Pineapple cream, interesting.
So March 9th, we recognize one of the great American food holidays, National Meatball Day. Don't know how it got started, but whatever. It's a good day to have. There are many ways to celebrate meatballs, and there are different kinds of meatballs, right? You could
This is
have
true.
spaghetti and meatballs. You could have Swedish meatballs. Do you like Swedish meatballs?
Uh,
Yes, I love. Do you like them? Not as much
well,
as
I
spaghetti and meatballs?
well, I'm from Italian descent, so not that I don't like Swedish meatballs, but,
But
give
if you
me
had a
give me a
preference?
red sauce and some Parmesan.
Do you like Swedish meatballs?
Yes.
Yeah. How about a meatball sub? Do you guys like meatball
Definitely.
sub?
Oh, yeah.
Those are terrific. Have you had a meatball pizza?
Yes.
I've
oh,
had that.
yes.
Meatballs cut in half, put on top of
Oh,
the pizza.
delicious.
Cheese. It's delicious.
Delicious.
Yeah.
Amazing.
In New Jersey.
The list goes on, but my last one is not so favorite. And I don't know, maybe somebody likes it somewhere, but I'm not a fan of turkey meatballs. I can tell the difference. Can you tell the difference between a turkey meatball and a beef meatball?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Definitely.
It's not quite as disparaging like as turkey bacon because that shouldn't even be called bacon, right? Turkey bacon is I mean, what is
Major difference.
Ugh.
Major difference.
I mean, bacon. That's what it's not. Yeah, it's not bacon. All right. So, how can you observe it? Well, order meatballs at your favorite restaurant. Right. You can make some homemade meatballs. Do you make meatballs?
Yes, sometimes.
My father used to make incredible meatballs.
Do you have the recipe?
No, my aunt does, but I don't have. No, I don't make them. I just buy them.
But not the same.
Not the same.
Not the same. Well, if you're having meatballs today, you can post hashtag National Meatball Day and share on social media. So more about meatballs later. But now we're gonna go. Now we're.
Sorry.
What are we talking about right now? You know that? So now we're going to go right into a performance, right, Mrs. Bruno?
Yes, we
Thank
are.
God.
Okay, take us away so I can stop talking about that.
Okay. We're going to start with the king of rock and roll. We're going to do a little less conversation.
Oh, Elvis Presley, here we go.
Yes.
And I want to thank Ken Stomsky in the studio for helping us out today.
Yes, thank you, Ken.
Oh, what happened?
Uh-oh.
I don't know. Sorry.
There we go.
Okay.
Little less conversation, a little more action, please. All this aggravation ain't satisfaction in me. A little more bite, a little less bite, a little less bite, a little more spark. Close your mouth and open up your heart.
Maybe satisfy me. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, close your eyes and listen to the music. Take to the summer breeze.
It's a groovy night and I can show you how to use it. Come along with me and put your mind at ease.
A little less conversation, a little more action, please. All this aggravation ain't satisfaction in me. A little more bite, a little less bite, a little less bite, a little more spark. Close your mouth and open up your heart.
Maybe satisfy me. Yeah, yeah.
Come on, baby, I'm tired of talking. Grab your coat and let's start walking.
Come on, come on.
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 Don't procrastinate, don't articulate, girls can make you sing it right.
A little less conversation, a little more action, please. All this aggravation ain't satisfaction in me. A little more bite, a little less bite, a little less bite, a little more spark. Close your mouth and open up your heart.
Maybe satisfy me. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Last conversation.
Yeah, yeah. Come on, baby, I'm tired of talking. Grab your coat and let's start walking.
Come on, come on.
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 Don't procrastinate, don't articulate, girls can make you sing it right.
A little less conversation, a little more action, please. All this aggravation ain't satisfaction in me. A little more bite, a little less bite, a little less bite, a little more spark. Close your mouth and open up your heart.
Maybe satisfy me. Yeah, yeah.
A little less conversation. A little less conversation. A little less conversation.
Don't procrastinate, don't articulate, girls can make you sing it right.
Woohoo! That was fantastic. I know there's only 4 of us in the studio, but
Nice job,
that was
everybody.
terrific. And you know, if that didn't lift your spirits, I don't know what else I
That's
can do for you
right.
today, because that was a terrific performance. Look at the energy. Did you feel the energy in the room?
You know, when I came in this morning, I was a little bit fatigued, but now,
now how do you feel?
I'm fired up and ready to go.
Absolutely.
I'm ready for my meatball.
Yes. All right, ready to take on the day.
That's it.
All right, it is 9:16. When we come back, we will talk with Corey Bruno and some of the students. Pete, we're ready to take our first break. The first song is number 6 in this year.
Lately, I've been thinking, I want you to be happier. I want you to be happier. When the morning comes and we see what we've become. In the cold light of day, we're a flame in the wind, not the fire that we begun. Every argument, every word we can't take back. 'Cause with all that has happened, I think that we both know the way that the story ends. Then only for a minute I want to change my mind, 'cause this just don't feel right to me. I wanna raise your spirits, I want to see you smile, but no, that means I'll have to leave. No, I've been thinking, I want you to be happier. I want you to be happier. When the evening falls and I'm left there with my thoughts and the image of you being with someone else, well, it's eating me up inside. But we ran our course, we pretended we're okay. Now if we jump together, at least we can swim far away from the wreck we made. Then only for a minute I want to change my mind, 'cause this just don't feel right to me. I wanna raise your spirits, I want to see you smile, but no, that means I'll have to leave. No, that means I'll have to leave. Lately, I've been thinking, I want you to be happier. I want you to be happier. So I'll go. I will go. So I'll go. I will go. Lately, I've been thinking, I want you to be happier. I want you to be happier. Even though I might not like this, I think that you'll be happier. I want you to be happier. Then only for a minute I want to change my mind, 'cause this just don't feel right to me. I wanna raise your spirits, I want to see you smile. No, that means I'll have to leave. No, that means I'll have to leave. Lately, I've been thinking, I want you to be happier. I want you to be happier. So I'll go. I will go.
Support for community radio on WSKB is provided by Betts Plumbing and Heating Supply Company, an independent, family-owned wholesaler serving Westfield for over 50 years, specializing in plumbing, heating, and industrial piping supplies. On the web at bettsplumbing.com or at 14 Coleman Avenue in Westfield.
Hi, it's Bob Plass, and I have Wow, It's Tuesday, every Tuesday, 6 to 8. Wow, it's Tuesday.
Community Radio 89.5 WSKB.
I did it!
Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 89.5 FM, WSKB Westfield.
Hey, welcome back to Superintendent Spotlight. That was Happier by Marshmello and Bastille, was number 6 in the year that we have to guess that all these songs were in the top 100. But I also want to I want to share something that's creepy. Can I share a creepy?
Yeah.
Okay. So my Instagram feed, now it is full every time I go on Instagram, number 1 songs of a given year. How did Instagram know that?
Because they listen.
Isn't that
information from the government
who's spying on me?
Do you realize
Every
you're
time
constantly
we
being
have a
monitored?
theme.
I feel that way now because it's like that's what comes up. That and tiny houses, because I like tiny houses. I have a thing for a tiny house. I don't know why, because my house is too big and I hate
Google,
cleaning.
Facebook, they all sell your browsing
my
information to companies, and that's how they do targeted advertising.
Duck, duck, go.
Yeah, they're targeting me.
Right.
I feel targeted.
Well, even that's not foolproof. You kind of need a VPN to do it, but yeah.
You do. And yeah, I think I learned my social security numbers on the black web the other day.
Everybody's social security's on the black web.
All right, that makes me feel a little bit better. But
Like everybody.
like they opened a Chase card in my name, Pete.
Well, that's a problem.
Yeah, I got the bill.
Yeah.
And then I was like,
That's
no.
happened to me before. That happened to me
Oh, yeah.
years ago, 2006. It happened to me.
I swear to God, I thought it was a different chaperone.
Yeah, thanks, Ken, over there. Just fessed up now. Yeah, thank you. All right, so we have...
Only on Superintendent Spotlight, folks.
I want to say a couple things. So first, yesterday I had a parent advisory board meeting.
Yes, we did.
And the parents shouted out the music program.
They sure did.
In Westfield. And we have a phenomenal music program, really
definitely.
all the way up. And the person to my right, who maybe is on your left on the screen, is it work opposite?
Yes.
Yeah. Is one of those factors, and it's Corey Bruno. So welcome to the show again.
you.
We love having
Thank
you. We wanted to touch base. You have the Big Sing, right, coming up?
Big Spring Sing.
When is that now?
April 1st.
April
April
1st.
1st.
And what is that, if you want to tell us?
Oh, the
And
big,
where is it this year?
The Big Spring Sing is at Westfield High.
Okay.
Oh,
This year.
good.
We have the largest stage to fit the kids.
Okay.
So
How many kids?
we
Guess.
could 300.
Oh, my goodness.
definitely. Oh, yeah.
Goodness, okay.
So we started the Big Spring Sing 3 years prior to COVID.
Right.
It was the vocal answer to It's Fantastic.
I was going to say that exactly. Yeah.
So we meet for one day in the morning.
And you get everybody on.
Everybody gets on the risers in the auditorium, and we sing. We used to have each elementary school sang, intermediate sang, middle school sang, high school sang. We've streamlined it over the last several years. The elementary kids are going to do one combined piece.
That's great.
Oh, good.
So all of the teachers get to work together.
That's a good move.
It's a great collaborative.
Sure.
Then the intermediate and middle school, I think, are singing a piece together. I could
Oh,
be
wow.
wrong.
I think the
can't
middle school has a
remember.
choral concert tonight.
They do.
Tonight.
Yes.
6 o'clock if you want to stop by, folks.
And then there's also a piece that's going to be grades 3 through 8.
Wow.
A piece that is grades 5 through 12. That one is called The Defining Moment.
Do you work with the younger kids as this?
Yes.
You do? You help train them?
Yes.
Okay.
And then we do a final
Smart move.
piece, which will be grades 3 through 12. It'll be
So
the
that's
entire-
everybody.
Everybody singing.
You're not going to tell us what this piece is, are you?
Well, we could share, right? It is a multicultural piece called Oh Yay, and it's by a phenomenal composer named Jim Popoulis.
Did you pick it?
Actually, no, I did not. I would give that to Mrs. Cipolletta.
Okay.
She picked it, but we've done it in the past.
I can't wait. What time is it on April 1st? I had to ask that, huh?
I believe it's 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock.
Yes.
That's terrific. Okay. All right. Mr. Rogers, we got some students too. I'll let you take that.
We do, and I'm only on my phone because we asked what time the spring sing was, and
You're going to look it up?
I was going to, but
All right. Well, then I'll do my second segue.
we've got it. No, you know what it is? We put it on the district events calendar as an all-day event.
We didn't
Well,
put the time.
it's an all-day event for
Right.
the
The
kids,
kids, right.
but not for the performance.
For the performance,
Do
right?
you charge?
Right.
No, it is free.
Free, which makes it even better.
So yeah, we've got 3 students with us this morning. To my right, which is their left, is actually Mrs. Bruno's daughter, Camille. Welcome. All right, and then to my left, to my far left, we've got Aria, and then we've got Luke. So. Kids, we've had you on before. Luke's like the radio. He's like one of our top guests lately, right? You know what I mean? And in fact, this is almost like a sequel, Pete, right? Because we just had him on a couple of weeks ago.
Right, he was on the Superintendent Spotlight up at the Science Fair.
And how'd you do in the science fair?
Yeah.
I took first place for.
Oh, hey! all
listen-
No big
right.
surprise, patent pending.
when he was on the radio show, we said to him that was a great, absolute
Oh,
project.
I'm
And I didn't know he was
like-
going to finish first, but I knew he was going to finish up there.
And he's got to get a patent so he can
does.
retire when he's like 22.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So, Luke, how we doing today, bud?
I'm doing great. I love to be here.
We know.
Your last one.
We know.
Because I think they were on Harry Rock. They were on Rock on Westfield recently too.
Yes,
So
we were.
yeah, it was a great show. By the way, I watched it. Because I watched it, Mrs. Bruno is coming to new teacher orientation this year because she missed it in her first year. So she said she's always wanted to go through that new teacher orientation experience. So I invited her on August 25th.
I thought you meant to bring the kids with.
No,
to do a
Mrs. Bruno,
performance.
she slept in on her first. Isn't that how that went?
No, I didn't know I had the job.
I know. I'm just
She was
kidding.
never even notified.
27 years ago?
Yeah.
So 27 years, it's never too late to get a good orientation.
Oh, that's
to
a
the
good
district.
idea.
I'm
Just
sure
saying.
that
What a
Mr.
great
Jenner
idea.
Isaac would be thrilled to have me go.
He would.
So with the three of you here this morning, and of course your colleagues, right, your classmates, the rest of the show choir in the back, they did an amazing job this morning. Tell us a little bit about what's going on with the choir. Tell us a little bit about what we're doing today, because as the superintendent said, we've got a big performance coming up in just a couple of hours, right? Aria?
Literally.
Well, we've been working a lot on our comp pieces and trying to get our Big Spring Sing pieces, which I'm so excited about because that's where I first saw show choir. Like, I was a little girl in 5th or 6th grade, and they actually did Eye of the Tiger, which they competed with last year. And it was just, like, amazing.
All right, I'm going to stop you right there. What movie is that from?
Rocky.
Which one?
The boxing one.
As opposed to this one.
You know, Aria is 100% correct. Right? Yes, it's one of the boxing ones. Yeah. Which Rocky movie? Anybody know?
Number 1? 2?
2.
Isn't there like 4 or 5?
Eye of the Tiger came out in Rocky, which one?
3.
Yes, Rocky 3.
Okay.
And carry over it into Rocky 4.
I was going to say it was in Rocky 4 too, by the way. Yeah.
So keep going. Sorry to interrupt you there.
No, that's okay. What was I saying? Oh, I was just saying how
Eye of the Tiger. Eye of the Tiger.
It was really interesting because there was so many kids there, and they had a smaller show choir at the time, and everybody was just immediately captivated as soon as they started dancing and singing. And to be in these character shoes now is like, it feels surreal.
Well, and think about that. You had mentioned that earlier, that Camille mentioned, right, that you're going out and recruiting, and keeping, as the superintendent said, keeping that music program going. So now, like you said, your shoes on the other foot, right? So now you're the role models. You're the ones going out when working with the elementary students and trying to recruit them to get them into this program, right?
And it's inspiring with having that experience of seeing the high school choir as an elementary student. When I was in 4th grade, my older cousin was in show choir when they did Eye of the Tiger that time, and since then, it has been my goal, moving up through here, to get into show choir, to be like him and do stuff like that. So
now, if either one of you said this, or if Camille said it, I apologize. What year was that? Do we remember when they came and did that for you?
I was in 5th grade.
It might have been 2016.
2016?
When I was in elementary school, they always made an effort to, like, during our winter season, the show choir goes out to to the schools, like elementary schools and middle schools, and sings like their Christmas pieces.
Right.
And they always made an effort to go to like whatever school I was at.
I can't imagine why.
I would see them like every year throughout elementary school, and me and all my friends would be like, I want to be in that dress. I want to have that hair. I want to be up there.
Wow. And you guys always look so professional.
Absolutely. Well, the hair thing just is impressive.
Who here is a senior?
We have 5 seniors, correct?
Wow.
5 seniors.
So 5 are graduating. But I got you. I booked you. Look, I'm like your agent now.
I know. I saw that.
I'm like I booked them for Superintendent's Roundtable next December.
Oh, that's great.
Actually,
that's great.
December is so busy for us.
Oh, yeah.
And, our principal is very particular about where we go.
Yes, he is.
When we leave the high school.
Yes. But if you want to come back to perform on December 1st, 2023 at the Delaney House with a meal.
Yes.
Because that's what's happening.
That's what happens.
And I thought of it because I'm not trying to take anything away from any other schools, and I'm not going to name any names. But over the past few years, we go to that event, and it's our monthly superintendent meeting, but we're treated to a chorus performance of some sort. And I've always said to myself, I don't want this to come off badly, but I don't know any other way to say it. But I've always kind of said our chorus is just so much better. And I don't know how else to say it, but it's just the truth.
Folks, just so you know, and I know our diehard listeners know this, but over the last 3 weeks, we have the best science fair in the country.
Yes.
And we have the best music program, at least in Western Mass, right?
And the best chorus.
And the best show choir anywhere around.
Yeah.
So
you can't doubt my dedication to love of Westfield Public Schools.
No, so it's too bad we don't, those weren't like MCAS, requirements.
Well, that's why we should get Kenny to go on our trip with us so that he can do a documentary.
What a great
and
idea.
if we really place well like we did last year, it could go national.
I agree. I
love
agree
it.
with you. Except for Luke, because he's going to be a millionaire. Pat his
Just don't forget where you came from, buddy.
Luke, hey, Kenny, I guess your dance card is full again.
Luke, did you tell us what you won for?
I won the science fair, and my project was making a phototherapy blanket for babies.
Explain what that does.
Yes.
Because when you talked, I know that in case you didn't watch the science fair program, which I think you should go back
and watch
YouTube,
it
But
multiple
in case
times.
you don't have time, we'll get a quick update from Luke.
All right, yeah, explaining this should be good practice for tomorrow because I got regionals tomorrow.
All right. See, we're always looking to help our kids out. Here we go.
Thank you. So, what a phototherapy blanket does is it uses blue LED light, and it you expose a baby's skin to that light, it helps break down a substance in the blood called bilirubin, which they can expel from their body, which is the treatment method for a condition called jaundice.
I had jaundice when I was born as a baby. I wish I had had that blanket.
Because
babies,
I
was in an incubator instead
babies
for a week.
Well, yeah, because babies with jaundice have to stay in the hospital.
Yeah, I was in an
for a while.
incubator.
Right.
So what a great idea.
What a great idea. What made you think of it?
My dad works in the neonatal unit at Bay State.
Okay.
So just talking to him about stuff like that really, it gave me ideas, and just working off of that, it just inspired me to want to do something bigger and actually like try towards something in science fair instead of just trying to get an A.
Right.
So
excellent.
You know,
actually doing something for people.
When you reach
Excellent.
when you reach like Mr. Rogers' advanced age, you start to think about doing things for purpose instead of a grade.
Absolutely. And
Right, Mr.
hold on.
Rogers?
Now, wait a minute.
What?
What? First of all, I'm not even going to comment about your age, number one. But number two, this is the second person this morning that has seen me and said I was old. Right? I walked in, and one of my former students.
Must be true then.
Right.
Right?
One of my former students from Abner Gibbs, who is does a phenomenal job behind the scenes, introduced me to his friend and said, "Hey, this is Mr. Rogers, my old principal from Abner Gibbs." I'm like, how about just experienced? Can you just use the word experienced?
No.
Right?
No.
No?
All right, Pete, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, you're going to perform another song for us. Is that okay?
Yes.
Do you have a preference? I'll let you guys can pick. But this song is number 11 in the year that we're going to guess at the end of the show, and it is by Panic at the Disco.
Who?
Mama said, don't give up, it's a little complicated, all tied up, no more love, and I'd hate to see you waiting. Had to have high hopes for a living, shooting for the stars but I couldn't make a killing, didn't have a time but I always had a vision, always had high hopes. Had to have high hopes for a living, didn't know how but I always had a feeling I was gonna be that one in a million, always had high hopes. Mama said, something for oddities, stranger cruises, ain't ever wannabes, waiting the novelties that don't ever change. We wanted everything, stay up on that rise, stay up on that rise, never come down. Oh, stay up on that rise, stay up on that rise, never come down. Mama said, don't give up, it's a little complicated, all tied up, no more love, and I'd hate to see you waiting. They say it's all been done, but they haven't seen the best of me. So I got one more run, and it's gonna be a sight to see. Had to have high hopes for a living, shooting for the stars when I couldn't make a killing. Didn't have a dime, but I always had a vision, always had high hopes. Had to have high hopes for a living, didn't know how, but I
Support for community radio on WSKB is provided by Betts Plumbing and Heating Supply Company, an independent, family-owned wholesaler serving Westfield for over 50 years, specializing in plumbing, heating, and industrial piping supplies. On the web at bettsplumbing.com or at 14 Coleman Avenue in Westfield. Support for the community programming of WSKB is provided by the Dunkin' Donut Shops of Westfield and the Sardinia family. It's nice to know that even as the world changes, Dunkin' Coffee remains the same at 7 convenient locations throughout Westfield.
Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 89.5 FM, WSKB Westfield.
Neither am I.
Oh, now
there we go.
There we go. Okay.
I thought we were going right into the song. That's why I popped it.
Oh, no
Sorry.
worries.
All right. Welcome back to Superintendent Spotlight. We've got another performance by our Westfield High School show choir, and this song is off my first cassette tape. Do you remember cassette tapes?
Yeah.
Sure do.
This is my first cassette tape. This album. Ready?
But you got to tell folks that you recorded it off of your 8-track.
Do you remember trying to tape songs off the radio?
Of course.
Do you remember that?
Tape to tape.
Yeah, tape to tape. All right, take it away, folks.
Don't you ever come around here. Don't wanna see your face, you better disappear.
The fire's in her eyes and the words are really clear. So beat it, just beat it.
You better run, you better do what you can. Don't wanna see no blood, don't be a macho man.
You wanna be tough, better do what you can. So beat it,
But you wanna be bad, just beat it.
beat it, beat it. No one wants to be defeated. Showing how funky and strong is your fight. It doesn't matter who's wrong or right.
Just beat it, just beat it,
Beat it.
beat it, just beat it, just beat it.
Beat it. Ooh!
You better run, you better
Give all you can.
don't wanna see a boy, you wanna be a man.
You wanna stay alive, better do what you can. So beat it, just beat it. You have to show them that you're really not scared. You're playing with your life, this ain't no truth or dare. They'll kick you and they'll beat you and they'll tell you it's fair. So beat it,
But you wanna be bad, just beat it.
doesn't matter who's wrong or right. Just be there. Be there. Be there. Be there. No one wants to be defeated. Showing how funky and strong is your fight. It doesn't matter who's wrong or right. Just be there. Be there. Be there. Be there. No one wants to be defeated. Showing how funky and strong is your fight. It doesn't matter who's wrong or right. Just be there. Be there. Be there. Be there. No one wants to be defeated. Showing how funky and strong is your fight. It doesn't matter who's wrong or right. Just be there.
That was fantastic. Nice job. You remember that video? You started getting back there?
As soon as the kids broke off into the, almost like the versus pose, I'm like, oh my gosh, I remember. Now it's all coming back to me. The guy in the black jacket with the slick back hair,
Yeah.
with the beard, and the other guy with the white coat and the sunglasses. Like, oh my gosh, maybe I am old.
I was
Maybe
just going to say,
old.
I think you just
Yep.
proved it to everybody. No, but seriously, you remember that's because that came out, MTV kind of just started, right? And then there was a song I remember. Wasn't there a song like "Video Killed the
That was
Radio"?
The very first
And the
song
Buggles.
to
The
air
Buggles.
on MTV. The
Yeah.
Buggles.
And now MTV doesn't even play videos, right? I don't even know what they play anymore.
Do they even have?
It's all
videos
reality
anymore?
shows now.
Yeah, there's an MTV like something else that still plays old school video. MTV
I think it's
2.
classic or MTV Classic.
But MTV, and that was huge when it came out. Do you remember?
Yeah.
I mean, you were probably in high school already, but I don't.
Well, remember when we were
sliding them in today.
He did too. Like, and I didn't even. I was just gonna let it ride, and then wait a minute. No, but I remember the MTV top. Was it 10 video countdown or top? 20
what did they
video
call
countdown?
that? TRL? Was it totally?
That was later on, but there was the MTV Total Request VJ or something like that. MTV Live.
Right. Remember, they
MTV
did
Live.
one every single day. It was a countdown at like 6 p.m.
Yeah.
The top 10 videos of the day.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, I remember that.
All right, Pete, we got to take our third song because after we come back, we're going to have some presentation of meatballs. We're very, I'm looking, they're coming our way soon. So this next song is number 16 on the charts of the year that we're going to guess. It is the song "I Don't Care." If you know that one, you'll know it.
I'm at a party I don't wanna be at, and I don't ever wear a suit and tie. Wondering if I can sneak out the back. Nobody's even looking me in my eyes. When you take my hand, finish my drink, say, shall we dance? Hell yeah. You know I love you, did I ever tell you? You make it better like that. Don't think I fit in at this party. Everyone's got so much to say. Yeah. I always feel like I'm nobody. Who wants to fit in anyway? 'Cause I don't care when I'm with my baby, yeah. All the bad things disappear. You're making me feel that maybe I am somebody. I can deal with the bad nights when I'm with my baby, yeah. 'Cause I don't care as long as you just hold me near. You can take me anywhere. You're making me feel like I'm loved by somebody. I can deal with the bad nights when I'm with my baby, yeah. We at a party we don't wanna be at. Trying to talk but we can't hear ourselves. Pictureless, I'd rather kiss them right back. But all these people all around, I'm crippled with anxiety. But I'm told it's where I'm supposed to be. You know what? It's kinda crazy 'cause I really don't mind. Can you make it better like that? Don't think we fit in at this party. Everyone's got so much to say. Oh yeah, yeah. When we walked in I said I'm sorry. But now I think that we should stay. 'Cause I don't care when I'm with my baby, yeah. All the bad things disappear. You're making me feel like maybe I am somebody. I can deal with the bad nights when I'm with my baby, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. 'Cause I don't care as long as you just hold me near. but looks like you're the only one here. I don't like nobody but you, baby. I don't care. I don't like nobody but you. I hate everyone here. I don't like nobody but you, baby. Yeah, 'cause I don't care when I'm with my baby. Yeah, all the bad things disappear. You're making me feel like maybe I am somebody. I can deal with the bad nights when I'm with my baby. Yeah. Ooh, yeah, yeah. 'Cause I don't care as long as you just hold me near. You can take me anywhere. You're making me feel like I'm loved by somebody. I can deal with the bad nights when I'm with my baby.
Underwriting for Community Radio on WSKB is brought to you in part by Rockies. Over 30 convenient locations throughout Massachusetts, Rhode Island, New Hampshire, Connecticut, and Florida. One of the nation's largest ACE dealers. Expertise and great product selection in paint, hardware, lawn and garden. That's Rockies. Rock solid service since 1926. On the web at Rockies.com.
I'm Mark Auerbach. Join me every Friday at 8 a.m. for ArtsBeat, where you'll meet interesting actors, directors, designers, and musicians here in Western New England.
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB. Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 89.5 FM, WSKB Westfield.
Welcome back to Superintendent Spotlight. I think this is going to be the most action-packed 10 minutes of our show.
Oh, definitely.
Because we're getting another performance.
Plus.
Of hopefully my favorite song, right? We're going to do that? My favorite Elvis song? We got that down? We're doing
All right.
that? Okay. And then we're going to have Ryder's going to come back from culinary with the presentation of the meatballs, which smell absolutely fantastic. I wish you could smell it in the studio.
And Peter will be taking his blood pressure yet again.
Wait, we can go a couple minutes over though, can't we?
Oh, sure.
Oh,
Yeah, that's fine.
yeah.
No, I'm pushing my switcher, my new switcher. I'm using 2 Mix FX buses this week and cameras I shouldn't be using, and I'm pushing it hard this week.
Pete, we like to keep you challenged on your toes. You know, and listen, in a couple of weeks we're going to be broadcasting live from the Boys and Girls Club. You're pulling that off too.
That's easy though, because that's very similar to this studio.
That's right. They have a studio, but we'll be on location, which is a good thing.
I'm walking into something I can just sit down and go.
Perfect. All right, the last song that we'll play is Someone You Loved by Louis Capaldi. I think all of his songs sound the same, by the way, but I'm just...
Who?
Yeah. Boy, Chris, you got to get on the... So that song was number 27. What's your guess? We're going to start with Mrs. Bruno.
It's got to be in like the last couple of years.
On the year?
Yeah.
18.
2018, Mr. Rogers?
I have no clue, but I'm just going to go 2018 because Mrs. Bruno said.
You're cheating.
No,
2020.
Pete says 2020.
2020.
What? No.
We're feeling 18.
Well, I don't know. The choir is split between 2017, 2018, and 2019.
Uh-huh.
The correct ones in choir say 2018.
Yeah, I think it's 2018. We all think it's 2018.
So everyone's going 2018?
You got 2016.
What?
Wow.
The answer is 2019.
Ah!
I was only a year off. That's not bad.
Pete, yeah, you were
Everybody in the studio was a year off.
I don't know. You guys got to brush up on your music. Just kidding.
We were
Just kidding.
close.
Yeah, you guys are real close. So, all right, Ryder, come on over. So today is National Meatball Day, and we've been talking about it and smelling it now for the past few minutes. But what I want to say, can you make meatballs ahead of time, Ryder? Yes or no?
Of course.
Okay, perfect. And can you freeze them and then reuse them?
You sure can.
Yeah, which makes them really resourceful, right? You can make them ahead of time. It could be a couple of meals with some pasta.
And you can either freeze them uncooked or cooked.
You can. And what kind of meat do you use for meatballs?
Well, you can use ground beef, but you can also use ground pork too if you're trying to lean off on fats.
Right, ground pork.
Chicken's also an option.
Yeah.
A lot of vegetarians also use tofu mixed with black beans.
Okay.
So they're good.
And they do
substitute.
meatballs that way too? Yeah. How about turkey meatballs? No.
You can.
They have to have some
See,
fat. But you have to have some fat.
See? Yeah.
You have to have some fat with them because turkey meatballs dry out really bad. And
That's like eating
Definitely,
sawdust.
definitely.
It's like sawdust, isn't it? Just go down to carpentry and take a mouthful of sawdust. Go ahead. That's the turkey meatball. I'm sorry.
I don't know if they're that bad, Zap, but I'm with
Dry.
you. Though. Yeah.
All right. So we have these meatballs. Can we get a close up? How are we going to get a close up on the presentation dish here? How do we do that? And then
There we go.
Okay. There's Ryder. Ryder, what's your last name?
Courtney.
Courtney. Ryder Courtney. And you are what year?
Senior.
A senior in culinary arts. We learned we also work at Westwood in the kitchen. So you're talented in culinary, apparently.
Definitely.
But you don't want to go into culinary.
No, it's just I think it's a great field, and I think it's a great option for a lot of people, but I just can't see myself going into it in the future.
So you're going to be an archaeologist?
Yes.
Love it. Love it.
It's a good skill set to fall back on while you're putting yourself through school.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. So how do you make meatballs?
Well, it's a pretty simple process. You know, it's one of the most basic Italian dishes you can make.
Mm-hmm.
You start with ground beef. You can add in a bunch of spices, usually oregano, basil, salt and pepper, garlic, stuff around there. Toss in either panko or some type of Italian breading, and you mix that up with eggs, and that acts as like the binder to hold them together. And you put them on a tray, usually like about an inch or so apart, because you want to leave them room so that fat can like basically bubble around it.
Yeah.
Giving it a better outside shell to it, and more of a crisp.
Okay.
And you put it in about 375, 15, 20 minutes. It's pretty simple. Comes out perfect like this.
And I think they're relatively inexpensive to make too, I would imagine, right? Although the price of ground beef, like everything else, has gone up. But you get a lot of meatballs out of a pound. How many meatballs would you get out of a pound?
Out of a pound, I don't know, 20, 30, kind of depends on the size. If it's about this size right over here, you're looking at maybe 20, 25.
You can get quite a bit.
Superintendent, you were talking so much about meatballs. The show choir was doing the meatball dance over there.
They were?
Yes, I caught them doing
you
it.
You did?
Yes.
They're so good like that. So good like that. All right. So can we sample some?
Oh, of course, yeah.
All right. Do you want to sample some meatballs?
Absolutely.
Do you smell them?
Yes.
And they're easy to make, Chris. See, so.
Oh, they're great. They're definitely easy to make.
How long do you bake them?
Yep.
How long?
Absolutely.
375 for about 15, 20 minutes.
Nice.
You want to get an internal temperature of 165.
Right. That way you don't get like sick or something, salmonella, all that good
E. coli,
stuff.
most
E. coli. We don't want that. Yeah.
I wouldn't recommend it, no.
No. That's not helpful. All right. While we're getting the meatballs served, Mrs. Bruno, anything else coming up with the show choir?
We have, let's see, after Big Spring Sing, then we get ready for competition.
You do?
Yes, and we are going to Williamsburg, Virginia this year.
Okay.
Yes.
We'll pass them around. We'll pass them over. Wow. There's lunch.
Look at that. Yes. Yummy, yummy.
Oh, did you smell it when it passed? Sorry. Did you smell that when it passed you by?
No, I can feed myself things.
That's terrific. And so the competition is where again? You said in
Williamsburg, Virginia.
Yeah, last year was Hershey.
Yes.
Okay. And how many other schools participate typically?
There are, at last count, schools are still coming in, but there are 37 ensembles performing.
And so you guys are going to knock it out of the park again?
Oh, we plan to.
Right? Or as we go to spring training?
Yes.
Yes, this is spring
Are you
training.
focused on meatballs right now?
Well, yeah, but I didn't want to eat it with my hand either, though. So I was like waiting.
Oh, you know what?
No.
Give me that.
I wanted to wait, and I'm sure Ryder's got a plan here.
You would have been perfectly okay to do it with your hand.
No, I
We
understand,
wouldn't
but
have
I'm like,
judged.
I'm wearing. I mean, you know me. Like, I'll be covered in sauce in 5 seconds. So.
That is definitely me as well.
Yep.
I'm brutal at it. There you go. Here's a fork.
Oh.
We're putting Ryder to work today.
He's doing a great job.
He's doing a great job.
Easiest thing I've done this week.
Easiest thing?
So we are competing in 5 categories.
What are the 4? So you guys are competing in 4 categories.
5.
What are the
Yes,
5?
five
What are the
categories.
categories?
Anybody else want some meatballs?
We have a mixed choir, which would be the full choir. There are 22 students going this year, so not just the show choir.
Okay.
We've opened it up to our full chorus. So there are 22 students going. Mixed choir, then we have a women's chorus, men's chorus, which we only have 4 young men going with us on the trip this year. So they are going to nail it. They're going to hit it out of the park.
All right.
An a cappella choir, which is the show choir, but they're going to do some of their a cappella hits. What's the song that one of them that we are doing for comp?
Bella's Finals.
Bella's Finals. What's the other one?
I can sing it. Yeah.
I Want It That Way.
No.
I Want It That Way.
No, that's our concert piece.
And then show choir.
And show choir. And so, do you know what I've always want? We've talked about Pitch Perfect before, and I think I've told you it was one of my favorite movies back in the day.
Yeah.
Do you remember Pitch Perfect? No, you don't. You still haven't. Okay.
Who?
You're not cultured. Okay, well, that's okay. What? Have you guys ever done a sing-off?
No.
I want to.
Can we? Do you know Pitch Perfect?
Of course I do.
I thought the sing.
I'm a lot younger than Chris.
Yeah.
It's hard to do.
Well, when he said Pitch Perfect, I instantly thought, this got to be baseball related, right? No?
No.
Okay.
How many you got left in there?
Well, more than enough, but I got one more bowl.
Okay.
We can share a couple bowls, right?
Lauren has 2 bowls.
Lauren's got 2 bowls.
All right. Can you give that one to Mr. Stomsky?
Oh.
We shared a bowl.
Yeah, 3 of us shared a bowl.
And then the next one to Mr. Coles in the booth.
I remember when Pitch Perfect came out, me and my sister memorized the entire riff-off.
You did?
Yeah.
Yes.
The riff-off, that's what it is.
Yeah,
Riff-off, thank you. That's one of my favorite parts.
Yeah.
And then...
what inning did that happen in?
Oh, my gosh.
I would say like the third, the bottom of the third.
Yeah! But then Andrew Kendrick came on with that song by Blackstreet and No Diggity, right?
Yeah, that was in the top of the 4th.
Top of the 4th?
All right,
Who
Camille.
sings that, No Diggity? Anyone know? Blackstreet and somebody else? I never heard of them until that movie came out. And
Never heard of Blackstreet?
No.
Now that's a spicy meatball.
There we go. All right. How are the meatballs, folks?
Phenomenal.
Fantastic.
Gone?
Very good,
Thank
Ryder.
you, Ryder.
Thank you.
There's more in there, right?
Yep.
We just need more bowls?
Yeah, I can go grab some more if anybody wants it.
That would be terrific.
yeah.
Yes, please.
Yes, please.
A couple more forks, too.
I have.
But did Pete get his?
Yes.
Okay. Pete got his, too? How were they, Mr. Ken?
I'll get into them. I'm working.
Oh!
I'm trying to quickly eat so I can get back to working.
Folks, the show has gone completely off the rails. at
That's
this
okay,
point,
though.
But that's okay.
It's okay.
That's
Because
right.
today we're featuring
You've now
students.
entered the Ken's Den zone.
We are in Ken's Den. Ken's, where are your rant? Would you get a rant?
It's a monologue.
It's a monologue. So, on a scale of 1 to 10, meatballs, come on. 9.5. 10?
11.
11?
13.
It's an excellent sauce.
I'm not a
Excellent
I'm not a
sauce.
huge meatball fanatic, but like these made me want more. So
Yeah.
Yeah. I like
Dude.
that sound of that.
Mrs. Bruno and I are starving.
I
over here.
know,
We
I'm
are
hungry.
starving
Oh.
because all we can do is smell them,
They're good.
and we haven't been
They're
able
good.
to eat them.
Maybe over a little penne.
Oh, look at that.
He's teasing.
He
Yeah.
is right now. It's really not fair.
No,
it's not
it's
fair.
not.
Folks, I encourage you to come to Tiger's Pride today at 10:45 to 12:15. We're between those hours because the chorus will be performing. If you heard some of that, they're gonna do Suspicious Minds before we get off the air today, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So I know we're probably no longer on the radio, Pete. Is that what's happening? But we're still on channel 15. Pete.
No, I think we're still on the radio.
Oh, good.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
So cleanse your palates. Everyone got meatballs that wanted some?
Yes.
Everyone's good? Okay. If you want, you can put the dirty dishes on the second shelf right there. Look at Mrs. Bruno knew what I was going for.
I did.
She's good. And then do you want to take a second or are you going to be ready? Are you ready?
Oh, we're ready.
If you're still eating, take your time. We don't want anyone to get indigestion. How did you do? They did fantastic.
Oh.
They gave it I asked them out of a 10, a scale of 1 to 10. We got 1 9.5, a bunch of 10s, and then 11.
There was a 13
There was
thrown
a
in there,
13
too.
and a
There was a 13th thrown. He went to
Right
get more
there, he got
bowls
more.
for us because Mrs. Bruno and I are starving over here. We haven't had a chance to eat anything yet. No, there were more. I think we have more people. So, yes.
Thanks, Ryder.
Thank you, Ryder. All right. So, is there a special story behind this, the music here?
So, yes, there is a special story. So, my dad, obviously, Corey DeGray,
Yes.
was the lead singer of the Knightsmen, founding member in 1967.
Wow.
And Suspicious Minds was one of our favorite closer pieces to do all the time.
Cool.
And years ago, we did do an Elvis special with the show choir.
Oh, nice.
And my dad thought it would be really cool to use our version of Suspicious Minds. So the Knightsmen went into, I think we were at Toccoa, and we recorded Suspicious Minds without the vocals for use specifically by the Westfield High School choirs.
Excellent.
So, are you ready, choir?
All right, we're going to go and change the camera angle, go to them. This is one of my favorite Elvis Presley songs of all time, by the way.
I love this one.
It's also his last #1 hit, just saying.
Here we go.
Anyone else want me, Paul? Ken, you want more?
I'm good.
That's good for them. Chris, you want more? We're good. Thank you. You want us to...
We're caught in a trap. I can't walk out because I love you too much, baby. Why can't you see what you're doing to me when you don't believe a word I'm saying? We can't go on together with suspicious minds, and we can't build our dreams on suspicious minds. So if an old friend I know stops by to say hello, would I still see suspicion in your eyes? Here we go again, asking where I've been. You can't see the tears are real, I'm crying. We can't go on together with suspicious minds, and we can't build our dreams on suspicious minds. Oh, that our love survive, or dry those tears from your eyes. Let's not let a good thing die. 'Cause honey, you know I never lie to you. We're caught in a trap. I can't walk out because I love you too much, baby. Why can't you see what you're doing to me when you don't believe a word I'm saying? We're caught in a trap. I can't walk out because I love you too much, baby. We're caught in a trap. I can't walk out
trap. I can't walk out because I love you too much, baby.
That's awesome. And so, you know, back in the day when Chris Rogers was a child, they used to do lighters for people to do an encore. Now they hold up their phones with their lights on. I don't know if you noticed that. But I'm really giving it to you today.
Well, you know, I got to be honest. My restraint has been really good because
I will give that to you.
Because the reality of this is that for those that don't know, the superintendent is older than I am. So if I'm old, there's then.
But I have more hair.
Folks. Anyway. Wasn't it a wonderful show today?
This is a great show.
It
and
really
thank
was.
you for your sense of
Oh,
humor.
no, of course.
My.
Yeah, that was...
Come on, man. I know.
What?
That was a great show. I hope you guys had fun today. I hope you enjoyed the meatballs as much as Mrs. Bruno and I did once we finally got our share.
Yes, it was worth the wait.
I'll admit it. I may have had 2 helpings. I'm just going to tell you because they were that good. Yeah. But we're going to see you guys in a little bit at Tigers Pride because you're performing
That's
for lunch
right.
today. I'll be back there at 11:30. You got a couple school committee members that'll be in the house. No pressure. No pressure.
No pressure.
And so, but you guys will be eating. I'm recommending the pulled pork quesadilla. If you heard,
sounds
Yeah,
amazing.
doesn't that sound amazing? Homemade guacamole. Oh. Is that what you're getting now?
No, I think I want that chicken.
The chicken, creamy Tuscan chicken. You can have some of my guacamole.
Okay.
Okay. All right. I don't know if it'll be good on the chicken, but you know, we do creative things here, folks. Thank you. There is no show next week, Pete. We can't pull it off. So we'll be back on March 23rd with Franklin Avenue Elementary School, and rumor has it they're bringing in a real shark head. So Pete,
Wow.
Pete, I don't know if they've ever done that on the radio here or TV before.
It's a shame I'm going to miss that one.
Yeah, a real shark head.
Oh,
What do you
boy.
think?
Oh boy.
So we're going to need the camera work on that because we want to get a close-up on it. No, but seriously, they're doing some great things at all of our schools, but Franklin Ave's going to talk about their work with Project Lead the Way. So that'll be it. So until next week, folks. Perfect.
Not every shark is a man-eater. I just want to throw that out there, Pete.
No, but that was a great segue to Jaws.
We'll finish it off with this.
Yeah, I like that too. All right, folks, have a nice weekend, and let's hope it doesn't snow this at all. All right, here we go.